Hi, my loves. How are we doing? All right. I was going to do, well, it's still going to apply to it, what's coming for this collective this week, and I kind of already have a feeling of what's going to be coming. Let me make this very clear. This is not a toxic person I'm feeling at all. This is not somebody that, like, manipulated you, cheated on you, none of that nonsense. So if this is applying about that person, no. But what I am seeing is maybe this is kind of giving, it could be old love, or it could be like a crush energy, somebody kind of new that's currently in your energy. I feel like there is something of finally they're going to make an approach, okay? I feel like you maybe have spent a few weeks of maybe not speaking to this individual of, you know, whatever the reason is. There kind of is a feeling, they know you're not messing around when it comes to your own heart. You're not easy. Not that this person looks at you as easy, but in a way you kind of do play hard to get, how do I word this? It's like maybe you have given this person opportunity in the past to come forward, to treat you right. And this person, I feel like it's just more of an avoidant. Like I said, I do not feel like this person is toxic. So if that's the case, this is not your reading. I feel like they just avoided you at all costs. And now I feel like you're kind of like, okay, what? And there is something of this person has triggered you for you to learn the master of detachment, to become the master of detachment. So this person is kind of doing the, oh, got a notification sign. Oh, they're not screwing around. You're not the type to wait around and sit pretty and be like, they'll come to me one way or another. 4 of Wands and then the 2 of Cups. That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like this person, like I said, if this is like somebody that cheated, this is not your reading. Because I feel like I said, this is just more of an avoidant is kind of what I'm seeing. Let me confirm the energy. Per usual, if this doesn't apply to you, sit right with you. You don't want to hear what I have to say. That is okay. 5 of Swords in reverse and then the 9 of Swords right here. That's what I'm saying. This person is sweating a little bit. They could be really on your socials right now. You could actually, for a lot of you, actually still be following each other, still be friends. I don't think, like I said, I don't think it's anything like dramatic of why you guys like did not work out. I think this person got scared and ran, or they just weren't very attentive towards you and you're kind of like, whatever, I'm not sweating you. And I feel like that is what you are kind of embodying this a little bit. And that's what I'm saying. This person has triggered you to master the art of detachment. That's the verbiage I want to use. Where in the past, whether it does come to other relationships or situationships or whatever verbiage you want to use, even though you were just in the talking stage of somebody, you would like sweat over them. You would be extremely, in the nice way, maybe more clingy, or you would get attached like a super fast. You wouldn't let this flow through. Well, this person didn't give you that consistency to let things flow. So you say, you know what, I'm out. I've seen this before. I'm out. And again, I don't think you look at this person as toxic, but you're not going to put up with it either. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles in reverse. It's like I'm seeing 2 people that are just at that time of whenever you guys were meeting, talking, whatever the case is, you guys were just not on the same page about each other. Let me just confirm the energy, and I want to see more about what is this person going to do, because I feel like some this weekend... Oh, the Emperor and the 6 of Swords in reverse. This person could be an Aries. You could be an Aries coming out of this. But there's heavy also air sign energy as well. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This person hasn't gone over. And I think that's another reason you detach, because maybe you have gone your head of, oh, this person doesn't like me. They don't mess with me. I will say this person may have looked shady. Maybe they are comfortable. There is something about you make this person nervous. And I think this collective, which I don't blame you, you take it that as, oh, this person just doesn't like me. You know, they're talking to their friends or talking to so-and-so just fine. But with me, I'm seeing somebody when they're around you, they're kind of in a cute way, like they're awkward. They're very just like, you know, hands in the pocket. They don't know what to do with themselves. When they're around you, they could not be speaking at all or speaking too fast. Okay, but clearly, even with this Emperor energy, it's thundering sign. Very stubborn energy. That's what I'm saying. I think you've given this person more than one opportunity to maybe come closer. And the moment you're like, nah, I'm going back to being stressed over this masculine, over this Emperor, I'm out. But this person hasn't let you go, but neither of you. 2 stubborn people in a funny way. I think in your own right, you know that the story is kind of unfinished, but at the same time, you are being logical with this air sign energy of, I'm not going to sweat over this. Yeah, Eight of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you're getting out. This person has triggered you to level up. You know that. And that's where, again, like I say, I got to make this clear. If this is somebody that manipulated you, this is not it. I feel like this connection never really took off the ground. And if it did, very short fumed. I mean, very short fumed. Let me see now. What is this masculine going to, and gender doesn't matter, but what is this masculine going to do this weekend? They're coming through. There is the Four of Wands. I know it's Mercury retrograde. And I always say sometimes be careful because that's usually not the time for unions. It's always a review period. So this could be a start, but I would not, I will say off the bat, I would not jump into this person's arms, go back to old ways and write 555 on my timer and ride off to the sunset with this person very quickly. But I feel like this retrograde is actually triggering this person to actually be an emperor, a masculine, and take charge. Let me see, are they going to follow through? What else is their intentions? Justice. Judgment, shut up. This is good. They do want to make things right with you. But again, like I brought up at the beginning of the reading, this collective, you could have had a history of being too clingy or too attached, or maybe you're getting, and I'm not saying this collective you're toxic, but maybe you do have a habit of being a very little bit of love bombing. Like the moment you fall in love or really, have your eye on somebody, you do like commit yourself, where this person was the opposite of you. Oh, I want to commit. I don't know what to do. That's what I'm saying. Maybe this person, I'm hearing a couple different things, is not as experienced with relationships. Maybe that's something they've never really talked with you about. This person could be a lone bird for sure. And I feel like, honestly, I'm seeing two people that were not looking for each other when they met. So it was completely the wrong timing, unfortunately. The Emperor. Page of Swords. Yeah, the only thing I will say, and again, we are in the midst of Mercury retrograde, okay? This person, like I said, in the past, they could have like ghosted you or not been as very responsive towards you. I'm hearing like, yes, it could be a ghosting situation, but I'm hearing this person would take like a long time to like respond to you. And maybe you are the one that's like, okay, maybe you ghost this person saying, okay, we're done here. I will say this person misses you. They have stalked you for a little too long as far as social medias. They've been watching you. That's what I'm saying. I feel like you guys still have each other on socials in a funny way. And it's like, I can't take this anymore, and they're going to burst. That's what I'm saying. Mercury retrograde, be very careful, because that's when communication does come through. But it also talks about miscommunications. So my advice for the both of you, I would not be like jumping off, like I said, off to the sunset with each other. I would just have a conversation. And I think that's what this person is trying to do with you as far as why they left, And again, I think there's more going on in depth with them of why they are avoidant. That's what I'm saying. I don't think you guys know each other super well. Six of Swords in reverse. The Hermit. That's where I'm saying be very careful. One second. Again, retrogrades are all about a review period. They're going to see if the both of you are going to go back to old ways. That's where I said do not run off to the sunset with this person. That's what the Hermit mode is doing. If you feel like you're going back to old ways or old attachments, I'm seeing with this Hermit, take a step back. If you catch yourself being clingy, oh my gosh, they came back, so this is my husband, or this is my wife, and oh my God, because that's what I'm seeing this collective you tend to do when you fall in love, which is very rare for you. Like, I feel like you rarely have anybody that catches your eye, at least the way this person has. Don't go back to same thing with this person. Yes, I do feel like they're going to come in properly, but if they go back to avoidance, that's what I'm saying. There's got to be this balance scale. Libra, heavy Libra energy, and Virgo is coming out of this as well. Yeah, this is all about sailing to calmer waters, making peace, and you guys can be adults and make this work. But if again you go back to being anxious and this person goes back to nope, it's not going to work. Do I think this person will go back to it? No, but if you jump the scale and get into attachments and sweat over them, then yeah, this person will run for the hills. Pace yourself with this person. This person is teaching you to take things slow. Five of Wands and then Two of Cups right here. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you go back to being anxious, it's going to create conflict, but your Ten of Cups is there if you allow it. you guys can't avoid conflict on this one.